Hello, and thank you so much for watching. It is Saturday, March 21st, and this is my weekly update. And to be honest, this has been like the one that I've least, of all of the ones that I've made so far this year, this is the one that I'm kind of like, I've been the least motivated to do, just because there's nothing really big going on. I have the same stuff I've been preparing for all month, with the wedding coming up next Sunday. That's really it, just kind of slogging it out in the everyday, and it's late, it's like 6:30 on a Saturday, and it's still light outside, which is lovely, but I think that I have not wanted to make this because I don't so much like what I see at the moment, which is kind of, that's the discipline, is to make it anyway, even though you don't like what you see, to do it anyway. And that's something that's hard for me to learn. I had a really great day today. Got up early, had a rehearsal for that, for the performance that I'm doing tomorrow. We're playing Haydn's Creation, and I play viola, and this group is another semi-professional. So it's a mix of like people that do this for a living, people who sub with like the New York Philharmonic and the Metropolitan Opera, and then people who are just happen to be who are community players, or avocational, which is what I am. So it's amazing to sit next to people who do this for a living, and to play at that level is just absolutely awe-inspiring, and the music is amazing and just breathtaking, so it's really exciting to be able to do this, and then being so close to Easter, that's neat too. So that was my day at rehearsal at 9, and then I went for coffee with a friend, just an old friend, and she's doing really well, which is exciting to hear, and then I'm in here making this update, hoping to go out to dinner with another friend today. And that's just what's going on. Before I made this video, I made myself sit down and pay bills, which is not, I don't know why it's such a block in my head. Like, I have the money. It's not as much as I would like. And I know this month I've been super not disciplined about my spending. I haven't been planning it. I haven't been telling myself no about anything. And it's mostly in the areas of food, because I'll be out and I'll be going to things and I'll be doing stuff. And I'll just say, I want to stop for sushi at Whole Foods, so I'll do that. It's like one of my favorite things ever, is to go for sushi at Whole Foods. Sushi anywhere, but Whole Foods just seems to be convenient, and I won't tell myself no. I went out for lunch with a colleague, which is something I rarely do, just because, lunch isn't a big spending. I don't like to spend money on lunch. And then I've also been buying like personal care stuff for myself for the wedding. Like, I spent a good chunk on shoes because I wanted to, and I wanted to have ones that I would wear again, and they look really nice, and I love the shoes that I got, but they were kind of pricey, and I made the choice to do that, and I know that it was a conscious choice that I made, but now I'm kind of having to face the the repercussions of that, is that I'm not going to be able to get as far as I had wanted to on my debt this month. And excuse the voice, I'm kind of getting over a cold and like bronchitis. It's kind of an ongoing thing, but so that's where I'm feeling it. And I really, at this point, I realize that I'm going to have to make a decision to recommit myself to getting out of debt and not turn off the gas just because I don't think I can get to where I want it to be. And I realize that that's another thing that's kind of playing up, as well as me saying, oh, well, if I can't do it all the way, why even bother? And I was listening to a Michael Hyatt podcast. He has a great podcast called This Is Your Life. And he was talking about not walking off the field before the whistle blows, and not quitting just because it doesn't look like you're going to make your target, which was really, really timely. And I might link that as well, just because you never know what's going to happen in those last couple months. I mean, it's only March. Like, it's only March. We have 9 more months to go, and you just stay in it. And I think I alternate between denial and despair, thinking, oh, it's never going to happen, I'm never going to be able to hit all these targets, and in the despair, and then the denial, thinking, oh yeah, everything's fine, it's it's going to be all right. So I really am trying to force myself to walk that middle line of focused awareness, I think, of the goals I want to hit. And I think I'm coming out of this, coming out of that whole, like, I don't care, let's spend whatever. kind of funk, so that's what I'm working toward. I took some footage of the rehearsal this morning, and I might insert that, just because I thought it was cool. Like, I did kind of an intro, and again, I didn't like what I saw of myself, but I might insert it just because, you know, for a little bit of variety, why not? And the church is just gorgeous. It's breathtaking. Well, I like the church. I think it's and there, you know, like in the realm of churches, it's just like an average suburban community church, but I think it's a neat building. Interesting fact, because the old building burned down, the new building is made entirely of stone. Like, there's no wood in the new building. So I thought that's just kind of a neat sort of story. And I've been going there since I was little, for events, 'cause it's a huge, giant church, with a large community reach. So that's the update. I kind of went off topic. I brought a lot of topics into this idea of my debt-free journey, which is sort of the central theme, and this video is going to be like 6 minutes long, but I just really want to give a thorough account of where I am right now. So thank you so much for watching, and this is a day in the life. It's Saturday, March 21st, and I'm at rehearsal for Haydn's Creation at a church in a town near me, and it's really exciting because this church is just beautiful, and the weather is like this crazy weird snow on the ground at 50 degrees, so it's warm right now, but snowy everywhere. Really sort of the best of both worlds, the beauty of the snow and then the warmth. So I'll kind of try to grab some shots from the rehearsal, because I think that's cool. I love seeing musicians at work. I'm not one, but I get to play with some people who are. The choir is just fantastic, so I'll try to grab some quick shots as we go.